Hey guys, Flora coming at you. This is my very first video, and I kind of got challenged by Miss Lisa last night to do the 90-day come up challenge thing. I think I probably had 3 or 4 excuses of why I couldn't do videos right now. So this is my first video and hopefully I will be able to do the rest of the days without my kids interrupting every 2 seconds the way they frequently do when they're home, and school's out next Thursday, so we shall see how that goes. Anyways, I wanted to touch on something that I had an epiphany on a couple years ago. In my other business, we build our teams. Sorry, Chihuahua going after our big dog. We build our teams 3 by 3 by 3. We bring in our 3, help them get their 3, so on and so forth down the chain. When I first started with the company, I was doing really good. And then as the company became more and more known, as the people on my Facebook pages started to know what I was doing, getting customers became harder, getting people interested in the business became harder. And one particular conversation I was having with this guy, he wasn't real nice, but he was like, "Oh, it's one of those MLM things, isn't it?" I'm like, well, technically, if you want to look at it that way, yes, it's an MLM thing, you know. And he was just going on about, oh, it's one of those schemes, it's a scam, and blah, 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 blah. And with his attitude and just him not being so nice, I just ended the conversation. I wasn't even trying to follow up. And I figured at that point in time, being brand new, I didn't want to try and follow up. I didn't want somebody like that on my team. So I let it go. And after the conversation, I was sitting there, and it's going through my head how everybody's saying, oh, it's one of those MLM things, it's a pyramid scheme, it's this, it's that, or I have a job, I don't have time to do that, or I already have another business, I don't have time to do that. And it finally hit me. All these people saying, oh, I already have a job, or it's one of those MLM things, isn't it? Well, guess what? Your job is an MLM, because you're way down here on the bottom, and your CEO, president of your company, is way up here making all the bank. You've got your levels in between, your management, upper management, etc. in between. But this CEO is banking it while you're down here getting paid minimum wage. So what's the worst, out of the two, what's the worst MLM? Your job or my opportunity? And it's like this with any opportunity, whether it's MLM or not. If you're not even willing to take a look at it, then you go ahead and you be stuck in your job until you're 60, while other people around you are moving on, creating a future for themselves, creating a wealth for themselves, and you just stay stuck in your job because you think it's an MLM pyramid scheme. But anyways, so that was my epiphany. The job that everybody has, any job, doesn't matter where it is, McDonald's, the mall, anybody that works at the Apple Incorporated, anybody that works at Microsoft, it's an MLM, because Bill Gates is banking all that money with Microsoft, and he might pay, I'm sure he pays his programmers and developers very well, but it's nothing compared to what he makes himself. And not only that, you have to go through management, upper management, chain of command to be able to get time off from work. You have to request days off that you need sometimes months in advance, you know, weeks at least. You don't get to stay home when you want. You don't get to leave and go pick your kids up from school whenever you want. You don't get to decide, I want to go spend the day at the park with my kid. It's not going to happen. So the real MLM is your job. So if you decide that you want to step out of that job or have something that helps you compensate what you're not making in that job, and you want to take action, click the link below, and I'll see you on the other side.